Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from the Los Angeles Times published on June 5th, written by three people. It took three people to write this article. Maya Lau, Alejandra Reyes Velarde, and Matt Hamilton. Yeah, it took three people to write this. It's so funny. Looters who hit LA stores explain what they did. Get my portion. Yeah, you're going to go get your portion, you thug, huh? You're going to go steal shit? I mean, look at this. Looters, like they got a guy stealing iPhones. He's got an armful of iPhones walking out of the Apple store here. And then caption for the photo. Looters ransacked the Apple store at the Grove Shopping Mall on Saturday as protesters in the nearby Fairfax district march over the police killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. I love how, well, they were nearby. You know, these people weren't part of the protest that said, hey, shit, I'm going to go fucking get myself some $1,000 iPhones. Oh, fuck no. No. And when they literally have people saying that this to them is how they protest, by stealing shit. The young man flanked the shattered entry of a ransacked CVS in Santa Monica, where people had swept the shelves clean of everything from diapers to detergent. The man, who did not cover his face, admitted he was a looter. He did not apologize. We've got no other way of showing people how angry we are, he said. Yeah, you do. It's called you go to the streets peacefully and you protest. It's called you go to the ballot box and you vote for politicians that will enact policies that you want. Okay? First Amendment, peaceably assemble. This ain't peaceably assembling. Out of the store ran another young man, this one holding a carton of eggs. He grabbed a friend and started scanning the street for targets, police cars. We're doing it because we can, he said. Yeah, exactly. This is what they're trying to portray as just peaceful, innocent protesters. Over in Van Nuys, a teenage boy standing outside a ravaged Skechers store held up a backpack. That's all he took, but it was enough, he said. Yeah. I hope the cops went to these three, I don't want to call them journalists. I don't want to call them reporters. These three idiots. And asked for, who these people were, descriptions, shit like that. Because, I mean, they're literally being recorded in the commission of a crime by these reporters. I mean, I understand. This isn't like a source situation. We are just trying to provide and take up the opportunity that we are getting right now. That's all. So basically, you got an opportunity to steal and you're trying to take advantage of it. Good to know. In the unprecedented reaction to the death of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police officers, peaceful protest marchers across Southern California and in the last week, across Southern California in the last week have already dramatically changed the debate about police brutality and race relations. Really? That's not what I've seen. All I've seen is basically them taking a situation where it is clear there is far more going on than race and say that it was a racist cop. Because when you have the cop and the suspect, okay, Chauvin the cop and Floyd the suspect working at the same nightclub as security together, aka bouncers, for over a year, meaning they have a prior knowledge of each other and relationship, more likely than not, the motive of what led to that day happening with, Chauvin's knee to the back of Floyd's neck had something to do with something stemming from back then. Just deal with that. But no, you can't, because you can't let a good crisis go to waste. So you'd rather basically, exploit this guy, this guy who died, and take advantage of it. And it's disgusting. All you people are vile for doing that. And I'm not necessarily saying the protesters are the vile ones. I'm saying the people who have exploited the situation, like in the legacy media and the Democrats and everything else, okay, and not looking at the fact of that prior relationship and trying to, ignore, oh, nothing to see over there. No, nothing at all. But the massive demonstrations have been accompanied by looting in some cities around the Southland, pretty much everywhere. Where this shit's gone on, there's been some looting going on. Authorities believe most of the thefts and vandalism came from people not directly connected to the protests who used the teeming crowds as cover to steal the merchandise. Oh, bullshit. 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 You literally had, with some of the first protests, the protesters going off from the crowd into the fucking stores and robbing shit blind. From the crowd. Now you want to say, oh, no, they're not doing that? Bullshit. You sacks of shit. You dishonest sacks of shit. Some of the looting appears to be organized, with groups driving around hitting multiple stores. For others, it is an outgrowth over the deep anger and frustration about the way blacks and others are mistreated. And they cited a host of other issues. President Trump, the privilege exposed in the college admission scandal, and widening inequality. Yeah, because orange man bad. They're fucking stealing. See, they say, oh, well, these are just people exploiting it. And then in the next fucking paragraph, they're like, well, these people are doing it because of orange man bad. And because of the college admissions scandal. Most of these people don't even know what the fuck the college admissions scandal is. Because they've got more important things to worry about in their fucking lives than whether Lori Loughlin fucking bribed some people to get her fucking dumb as a fucking post daughter into a fucking Ivy League school. Nice fucking try putting shit in here that clearly didn't come from that fucking community. That's more concerned about they're going to get this. If Donald Trump is saying shoot us tonight, that's not giving us no leeway, said a teenager holding the stolen Skechers backpack Monday in Van Nuys. That's just making things worse. If that's giving permission for the police to shoot children, innocent teenagers, things like that, that's not right. Hey, fucking dipshit, you're not an innocent fucking teenager when you're fucking stealing from the Skechers store, you piece of fucking shit. You fucking degenerate. Your mommy should have taught you that shit. And I would assume if you had a daddy in the home, I'm not saying that you don't, maybe he would teach you that shit too. You don't go into a fucking store and steal shit and then go, I'm innocent. All right? And that's not what he was fucking saying. That's what it's been twisted into. It's been like, if you're going to do this shit and you're in the commission of a crime, we're going to shoot. You're going to get shot. He's not saying how you're putting it. He's not giving permission for the police to shoot children. He's giving permission for the police to shoot fucking criminals who are in the commission of a fucking crime. And he wasn't actually even doing that. He was talking about if the National Guard has to come in and they have to restore order, all right? If someone's in the commission of a crime, committing acts of violence, and that they could very well get shot, is what he was saying. But, we can't have the Los Angeles Times be accurate on anything like that. They got to put some fucking punk here going, oh, I'm innocent. He's got a fucking stolen backpack on his fucking shoulder. Yeah. Times reporters interviewed people of different races and backgrounds who stole from stores over the last few days. The looters, unwillingly to risk prosecution, declined to provide their names. Now, what I love is funny is of different races, how many of them were white? Just out of curiosity. How many of them were Asian? I'm guessing the overwhelming majority of them were black and Hispanic. Just a thought. I'm not stereotyping or anything, but I'm guessing Asians because of culture. There weren't a lot of Asians, and I'm guessing there weren't a lot of whites doing it either. Just a thought. Hundreds of stores were hit over a 3-day period, in many cases broadcast on live television. The stealing was largely limited to a few business districts, including Fairfax, Santa Monica Shopping District, parts of Long Beach, downtown Los Angeles, Van Nuys, and Hollywood. Oh, just limited to certain areas. That sounds like a lot of fucking areas to me. That sounds real limited. Merchants, already reeling from the coronavirus closures, were left with battered stores and even more losses. They and others expressed alarm at how the stealing was able to go on for long before the police arrived. Yeah, but I wonder why. Could it be because the cops were probably told to take their sweet fucking time? The cops were told, don't be fucking racist. I bet you they were told to stand down and all this other shit. Because it seems when all this shit goes on in Democrat-run fucking shitholes, all right, it just fucking conveniently, the cops are told to stand down. So I'm wondering if that was the case. Because you know what? Hey, I'm finding that interesting. And you know what? I'm hoping that they try to pull the shit like with Rodney King, all right? And they go into the Korean, owned areas, and they try to pull this shit. Because those Koreans ain't going to they ain't going to fuck around, all right? They're going to be on their roofs with their ARs and other weapons, and they're going to be pegging off any motherfucker that tries to fuck with their shit, like they did during the Rodney King riots. So let's see them go into Koreatown. I want to see that, because you're going to see Koreans fucking dropping these assholes one by one as they try to rob these people's shops. And I got no problem with that, because if you're going to go in and fucking trash some guy's fucking business, his livelihood, all right, and he has a right to defend it, all right? I'm not glorifying death. I abhor death. But, to me, that is a murder. You have the right to defend your life, your limb, and your property. So let's see them go down to Koreatown. I want to see what happens with that. I really do. Some have argued that too much attention is paid to the looting, which they say distracts from the powerful political movement fueled by Floyd's killing. Yet the images had a larger symbolism. So wait a minute, you don't want the right, because you don't want it to be seen that a lot of these people that are supposedly protesting are actually fucking scumbags who are fucking taking advantage of the situation and trying to rob other people blind. See, that destroys your message, because it doesn't show the unity that you want. You want that ignored because you want it to be seen as that all those people are protesting. You want it to be ignored because looting, okay, the stealing from another person is morally reprehensible and it doesn't look good. You people are pathetic. Part of it is simply an assertion of power. Riots nearly always have a carnal aspect because people who for nearly all their lives have felt under the thumb of groups suddenly have a sense of power, said Stephen Reichner, who studies crowd psychology at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. Dude, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because clearly you don't understand. America, anyone can be a fucking success. All right? This idea of systematic fucking racism and being under the thumb of people, that's bullshit. These people, these scumbags who are robbing and who are pillaging, they can go and better themselves. They can go to fucking night school while working a day job, while working a menial fucking job, get a fucking education, improve their lives. So how the hell are they under someone's thumb if they can do that? Because that makes absolutely no sense to me. Unless you throw in the bullshit fallacy of systematic fucking racism. People who have been invisible and whose situation has been ignored all their lives suddenly become visible. So, how do the Democrats not contribute to a lot of these problems? Because they helped create the situation of, like in the black community, of fatherless homes, okay? Of the revolving door, the situation where you have these cities being complete shit and bad education and everything else. How the hell do they not have a contributing, factor to it? How are they not a contributing factor to it? How do they not have some blame in this? And now they want to go, it's just racial inequality. No, it's the fact that you fucking ran where they live into the ground and turned it into fucking shitholes. And they don't have the ability to get a decent education because of it. Because you don't want them to be able to go to a different school to take the money that you're dumping in where these fucking schools suck and take the tax dollars that they paid in for education and go send their kid to a decent fucking school with it. You people are disgusting. Some looters have often been strategic, hitting high-end spots such as Nordstrom and the Apple Store at the Grove. And the trendy retail strips of Melrose and Fairfax. Oh, you fucking think? Oh, no, this is protesting, but yet they're fucking scoping shit out. Many looters appear to be working in canvases that methodically block off certain streets with their vehicles, which serve as getaway cars for those running off with merchandise. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is all organized. These people aren't on the streets. Yeah, it's just coincidental that you're just trying to say this. Yeah, Those tactics were on display on Sunday in Santa Monica, where teams of young people ransacked some stores completely clean within minutes as protesters marched nearby. Others returned again and again throughout the afternoon in the same stores for more. Some paused on the streets to distribute the goods among themselves or stuff them in backpacks, suitcases, or boxes. Yeah, and the cops didn't do a fucking thing. Get my portion, one man shouted as looters hammered and kicked an ATM at Ye Old King's Head gift shop. Ye Old King's Head gift shop. Yeah. So they're looking at this as they're going to get theirs. This isn't about the protest for a large number of these people. Yet we're supposed to believe that this is some mass movement. The looters, most of them wearing dark colors and bandanas or masks, blended in among crowds already wearing face coverings because of the coronavirus. Oh, bullshit. So yeah, all those little Antifa punks that were there wearing fucking masks, they were doing it because of the coronavirus. Sure. Because a lot of Antifa showed up at these fucking things. They seemed to know one another and were fast and coordinated, calling out commands. The jewelry store, one looter screamed, announcing the next destination at Santa Monica Jewelry and Loan. The sound of gunshots erupted when looters attempted to break in. They fled. 2 security guards could be seen through the broken glass, guns drawn. Ha ha ha! Yeah, I'm picturing that, but even more so with the Korean shops. Let's go to Koreatown, guys. I dare you. Some appeared to be spontaneously joining in, taking what was left of the destroyed business. Oh, some of them. Oh, some of them appeared. Yeah, some of them. At a vandalized 7-Eleven, a homeless man approached the store, his jaw dropping in awe of the scene. He walked in and carried out a beverage. A South Los Angeles man who was tagging along with a group of looters Sunday afternoon said he had seen in Santa Monica he had been in Santa Monica just to get something to eat, but when he saw the protest forming, he decided to jump in. The man, who didn't want to share his name for fear of legal repercussions, said looters didn't concern him. Oh, really? The real answer is everybody knows this world works for white people. They do anything and get away with it. Yeah, okay. Sure they do. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they get away with everything. Yeah. Sure. Then how come white people are more likely to be shot and killed by police officers? How come police officers? I mean, this was by a black Harvard researcher, was shown that, when it comes to blacks and Hispanics, you guys get a free fucking pass most of the time compared to whites. Whites are the ones who tend to get killed. And it's not because of the difference in population, because 13% of the, difference in percentage of population, because 13% of the population commits over half the fucking crime in this country. So, yeah, white people get away with everything. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. He cited the college admissions scandal that has resulted in short prison sentences for wealthy white people. If that had been him, the punishment would have been more severe, he said. Oh, bullshit. Because you wouldn't have had to have done that. Because you could literally play the identity fucking politics game and probably get a full boat fucking scholarship. Oh my God. He cited the college admissions scandal. This has got to be some fucking preppy fucking guy. I'm sorry. This makes absolutely no fucking sense. I'm sorry. No inner city dude. He traveled in to have lunch with his buddies. So yeah, I don't think he's the normal average inner city dude, but whatever. The anger at inequality is not uncommon among business owners, many of whom are people of color. Eddie Perez, 22, whose father owns a smoke shop in Hollywood, felt so strongly after Floyd's killing that he joined the protesters at a march on Monday. Oh yeah, and then they fucking looted your place, didn't they, you dumb fuck? Oh, wait a minute, let's see. But soon after, looters ripped apart wooden boards and broke through the glass at the store, destroying it within 45 minutes. The pipes, hookahs, souvenirs, T-shirts, and snacks inside couldn't be salvaged, even though some were left behind. Oh yeah, that's what you get for siding with those fucking idiots, you dumb shit. All right, this isn't about George Floyd's death to a large number of them. Some, yeah. All right, I'm not going to argue that. But the majority of these people, they just want to go out and fuck shit up and steal. And you found out the hard way. His father, a Guatemalan immigrant who swept floors and did construction work for decades before saving enough money to open the store 3 years ago, lost $20,000 worth of merchandise. Yeah, and they were probably going fuck whitey while they were doing that shit. I wouldn't be surprised. The family of activists had put a Justice for George Floyd sign in the window of the store before it was ransacked. Yeah, and it didn't do a fucking thing for you, now did it? See, because these assholes don't give a shit. It's like those ones of, oh, well, we side with Antifa. That don't mean shit to them. Do you think that's going to mean, saying we side with George Floyd? Do you think that's going to make any difference for you? No. Or Justice for George Floyd? No. I'm just as angry at the fact that we are a minority-owned business and we stand so much with the movement, Perez said. It destroyed my trust in the world for that day. Oh, so basically, you expected these people, because you said Justice for George Floyd, to leave your business alone. No, they were going to get theirs, you dumb fuck. I mean, I feel bad for you, dude, but that's what you get. You should have been like the Koreans on the roof of your business and saying, hey, you come in, motherfucker, you're going to get shot. Then you'd still have your business. And you would have got a free fucking pass if you clipped someone or killed them. Because you would have been well within your rights. Still, Perez said he understood why the looting occurred, even if he doesn't justify it. No, there's no understanding why it occurred. There's no justification for it. What they're doing is being opportunistic fucking scumbags. Don't don't understand what they're doing. There's no understanding it. Because by understanding it, you're on levels condoning it, whether you agree with it or not. People are angry. People are tired. The Rodney King situation happened how long ago? And this is still happening, he said. It's hard, but I comprehend the reason as to why they broke into all these places. Whoa. Comparing a situation where race was most likely not the factor that led to Floyd's death because of his prior working relationship with Chauvin, and that being where, for over a year, and that being where most likely the bad blood or whatever that caused the situation came from. Okay, yeah. And you're talking about Rodney King, which happened, 30 some odd years ago? Something like that. And comparing that to what happened here when there was clearly some other thing going on with what Chauvin was doing. Oh, that's just wrong. And also, it's kind of wrong when you literally have a guy who's fucking PCP'd out, fucking flipping out. I mean, they beat him and they shouldn't have. But Rodney King was no perfect fucking angel in that situation. Some shopkeepers expressed outrage over Floyd's slaying, but felt that nothing excuses the criminal behavior and that looters should face consequences. Oh, no, and they're bad people for literally saying, hey, you do the crime, you do the time. Oh, no. Joe Green, owner of Broadway Wine and Spirits in Santa Monica, said he was lucky that his family-owned store experienced only one broken window. Green fended off looters, aided by his customers and neighbors. When he called the police, he said he was told that no one was coming. Yeah, so basically, what you need to do is be like the Korean shop owners during Rodney King. You start clipping them, they're not going to break into your shit and rob you. I think there needs to be stiffer penalties. You have to pay for your actions, said Green, noting that businesses have already been struggling because of the pandemic. Yeah, exactly. Peaceful protesting is great, but rioting and looting and vandalizing, no. Burning businesses down, that's not the answer. And he's right. I mean, you look at them here. They're trying to break into fucking Walgreens. They're kicking the fucking glass in. These fucking thugs are going to go for a Walgreens. And you know what most of these people are going to try doing? They're going to probably try hitting the pharmacy for any fucking controlled substance they can get their goddamn hands on. For 30 uninterrupted minutes Monday night, the looters roamed along the strip of stores just below Sunset on Highland Avenue in Hollywood, breaking into numerous businesses. Many had work gloves, face masks, or bandanas wrapped around their heads. Some carried backpacks or trash bags. One woman had blue medical scrubs. Some toted bats. So what? Are you saying that there might have been a nurse going on a robbing spree? Or a CNA or some shit? Interesting. This account is based on video reviewed by The Times, which showed a chaotic scene at the fringes of the demonstrations nearby. Despite the heavy police presence in the neighborhood, only one police car was seen in the video, apparently responding to another call. Over a half hour, the looters went unchecked. That's fucking ridiculous. The crowd spent more than 20 minutes trying to bust open an ATM that was snatched from a smoke shop. Two men were successful in prying loose the safe within the machine, and the smashed remnants littered Highland Avenue long afterward. Meanwhile, a psychics shop and a barbershop went untouched. Yeah, because there's nothing worth robbing in a fucking barbershop or a psychic's shop. But hey, in a smoke shop, you've got tobacco. If it's a head shop types, if it's a smoke shop. If it's a head shop, you got expensive glass and all this other shit. So yeah, you get the ATM machine. Yeah. And that's pretty sad that they were able to sit there for 20 minutes fucking around with the ATM machine. A cop should have been able to show up by then. I mean, that's some seriously ridiculous shit. The looters were mostly young and male, some of them teenagers and a few of them middle-aged. There were some women in the group, which was mostly black and Latino. Yeah, so you interviewed people of all fucking races and it was predominantly black and Latino, just like I predicted. One of the looters was questioned on the spot by a friend of one of the merchants. Why was everyone out looting? And the cameras rolled. As the cameras rolled, the young man, dressed in a hoodie with a black mask wrapped around the lower half of his face, spoke of long simmering frustrations of white people plundering the black community and appropriating their success. Appropriating your success? Asshole! Your fucking success would mean that you fucking wouldn't be living in the fucking hood acting like a fucking thug. So shut the fuck up. You pathetic piece of shit. Oh, well, I'm a fucking hood rat fucking thug because, you know, white people steal my success. Fuck you. Seriously. We're tired of being killed, he said. Then stop killing each other. We're tired of laws being passed while they put drugs and guns in our community. They pass laws to lock us up. You mean laws that you guys violate? 13% of the population, like 53% of the fucking crime. Explain that one. Asked if he was among the demonstrators peacefully protesting earlier in the day, he dismissed the idea. Protesting peacefully? We did that in the 60s. That didn't get us nowhere. Oh, that didn't get you anywhere? Hey, asshole. That was the civil rights fucking era. That ended Jim Crow and everything else. Go fuck yourself. Okay, racism was almost dead in the fucking 90s. And then you had the Democrats go, well, shit. We don't have anything. Let's stoke racial bullshit. Let's fucking cause animosity between the different, people of different skin color. Let's fucking take advantage of the situation because they were doing it with whites towards blacks. Hillary Clinton with the super predator bullshit, talking about black people and being criminals and shit. Now it's, hey, the minorities are growing, so now it's let's turn against the fucking white people. That's all the Democrats have done. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.